Welcome back. Today we are tackling a classic coding interview problem, Partition Equal Subset Sum. This is a fantastic problem to help you understand dynamic programming and the knapsack pattern. Let's define the problem clearly. You are given an array of positive integers. Your task is to find out if this array can be split into two separate subsets, where the sum of numbers in the first subset exactly equals the sum of numbers in the second subset. You just need to return true or false. Here is a visual example. Consider the array with numbers 1, 5, 11, and 5. If we take 1, 5, and 5, their sum is 11. The remaining number is 11, which obviously sums to 11. Since both sides are equal, the answer is true. Before we jump into complex algorithms, there is a simple mathematical check. For two subsets to be equal, the total sum of the entire array must be even. If the total sum is odd, it is mathematically impossible to divide it into two equal integer halves, so we can immediately return false. If it is even, our target for each subset becomes the total sum divided by 2. How do we solve this? We can use recursion. For every element in the array, we have two choices. Option 1 is to include the number in our current subset, which reduces our target sum. Option 2 is to exclude the number and keep the target sum the same. We explore both paths. However, simple recursion is inefficient. As you can see in this tree, we might end up calculating the same state multiple times. For example, reaching index 1 with a target of 5 might happen through different paths. This overlapping subproblems issue leads to an exponential time complexity of 2 to the power of n. This is where dynamic programming saves the day. Instead of recalculating, we remember. We store the result of every index and target combination we solve. We can visualize this as a 2D table or grid. Let's structure our DP table. The rows represent the numbers available up to that index. The columns represent every possible sum from 0 up to our target. A cell at row I and column j will be true if we can form sum j using the first I numbers. To fill this table, we use a simple logic. For any cell, the value is true if either of two conditions is met. First, if we exclude the current number, can we form the sum using previous numbers? That is the cell directly above. Second, if we include the current number, can we form the remaining sum? We check the row above, shifted back by the value of the current number. This approach is much more efficient. The time complexity depends on the number of elements n and the target sum. This is called pseudo-polynomial time. The space complexity is proportional to the target sum, as we only need to store the previous row's results to compute the current one. To wrap up, remember the steps. First, check if the total sum is even. Second, calculate the target sum. Third, use the dynamic programming or knapsack approach to find if that target is reachable. If you can reach the target, the answer is true. Thanks for watching and happy coding.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.